we have ethical mandates towards social justice, and a huge social justice issue right now is the disparities and issues around the criminal justice system. Folks who have been incarcerated are usually struggling with other forms of systemic oppression as well. So there's sort of a constellation of factors that could lead someone into incarceration. Our code of ethics mandates that we work with folks who are the most vulnerable, and to that extent it's absolutely necessary. I would say one other thing too is our civic responsibility. I think social workers are interested in creating a more just and equitable society to live in, and it's very difficult to see a just and equitable society that disproportionately incarcerates men of color, and increasingly now women of color, and that a criminal justice system that doesn't reflect justice as much as it reflects social inequity and oppression. So we have to kind of look headlong on that, and I feel like as social workers this is where we should be focusing our time and our energy.
Our young men from our low-income urban communities get arrested a lot of the time for things that are not necessarily things they choose, but things that they kind of grew into. And so I think that we need to start understanding kind of the mental health and the systems that play into it, and start tackling it from there. Our criminal justice system could use a lot of reform, and I think that without the help and the aid of social workers, the effort would be in vain.
It affects social workers who work at homeless shelters, and having an understanding of trauma from incarceration is really important, because a lot of men and women after incarceration are homeless and will be in these shelters. Understanding that formerly incarcerated men and women, currently incarcerated men and women, all of them deserve to get support, and for society to understand that and spread awareness, it will start being more of a conversation topic as it has become in the past 4 years.
I think we should be invested in criminal justice because as social workers, one of our core values is the dignity and worth of human beings. And within criminal justice, there's no dignity in being incarcerated. There's no dignity in spending some of your life, or in some cases all of your life, in a prison that cages you and strips you of your humanity and doesn't really allow you equal rights and opportunities like other people have. It's about humanity. It's about knowing that it's not a coincidence that most people in jails are black and brown, right? It's about knowing that racism is still alive in our country, and we have to really fight that because we are trying to make an equitable world. When we think about things through a criminal justice lens, or through a lens of what does justice look like, we can move towards a place where humanity is number one, and fairness is number one, and love, something that I think we need more of.